In this project, we have made a full-stack web application. To achieve this, in the backend, we used Python and Flask. In the frontend, we used Next.js framework, which is a React framework. Firstly, as a team, we got together and tried to make an algorithm to calculate minimum time for a given recipe. I'm gonna try to briefly explain our algorithm with a diagram. At the beginning of the logic, we assume that we get a request from the front side. Then we started to implement our logic to the incoming data. Our data here indeed is just an array, and the array covers all of the steps required to cook. That's why here we are looping over the array and try to explore every step's requirements. Here we first checked is there any prerequisite for the given step, because without this prerequisite step achieved, this step can't be processed. To control prerequisites, here we choose to use a dictionary. Our logic is here going to be like that. We store every step into this dictionary without looking at this step has any prerequisites, because later we may need this step's information as well. Let's assume that we come across a step that requires another step before being processed. Here, we start looping over the array to check this prerequisites ID and its value. If its value bigger than 0, then we process the general time until this requirement met. I mean, we add this value to the general time, then make its new value 0. Then if there is not another prerequisite step, we continue to process. Then we check if this step make our cook busy or not, which is the crucial part for our asynchronous topic of our lesson. If our cook being busy in this step, then we process the general time until this process met. Because we met this requirement here, then we add this step name to the dictionary with the value of 0. Because maybe in the future there may be another step that requires this step before continue. At that time, we may want to know that this step is already done. Here is our purpose, why we add this step into our dictionary as well, even if this step is done. Let's make an example here. Let's add a step, heat oven. Process time, let's 10 minutes. No any prerequisites, no busy. Another step, make soup. Let's 10 minutes as well. No busy, yes. And another step, make cookie. Process time, let's make it 10 minutes as well. Yes, make it busy. And cook cookies. It must be 10 and heat oven our prerequisites, and we must also make cookie. No busy. And another last step, serve it, what we have already done until this point. Cook cookies, yes, because you should have already done it. And make cook busy, yes, add step. Let's calculate what we have already done until this point. Calculating the perfect time, yes, it's 35 minutes, which is the correct value.